Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. Right now I am bottling up all of my dried herbs. I've been having my herbs, usually, see, this is what I have. Here I've got a old picture frame with like a screen from an old window. I think it was an old door I found. I hang herbs there. I also hang herbs here on another picture frame. And then I also hang them here from another picture frame. So I've got 3 picture frames, big ones, that I dry my herbs on. And then once they're dry, you know, sometimes I'll just set them down like I have been. I've been setting them right here and just leaving them a mess. So I am going through right now. I just got done bottling the lavender flowers. I like to bottle my the flowers separate from the actual plant, because sometimes, you know, I want flowers and not the plant. And right now what I'm doing is the marjoram, sweet marjoram. Now all I do with these is just like go backwards on the plant like that and just take them off. Sometimes you can actually use the stems for like teas or baths. You can use it for like a ritual bath. You can do it for like, use it for like infusions. There's a lot of things you can use the stems for, so you don't necessarily have to get rid of the stems, but you can. You don't have to use those. For a lot of them, I'll just put the whole freaking stem, the plant, all of it in the bottle. I did that for that one, and I also did it for the mugwort. Look how much mugwort I've got right now. And that's not even all of it. Like, this is just what's dried. I've got so much mugwort. You guys, if you are really into herbal remedies and herbal magic and things like that, I highly, highly suggest you invest in your own plants. Even if you have to keep them inside or on your porch or in a pot, it doesn't matter. Like, you save so much money and you get so much more back. Like, because if I bought all this mugwort at the local like witchy store, this right here, because it's like, I think mugwort is like $2 an ounce, or $2 an ounce at that store. So, and an ounce is like half of a Ziploc bag. So this would cost me a good probably $20 if I bought this. And I'm always getting, from like the beginning of spring until the very end of summer, even into fall, I am getting fresh herbs that I can dry on my own. And all you do to dry your herbs, if you want to make your own sage bundles and herb bundles, all you do is you cut the plant, you wash the plant, and then you, of course, let the water dry off of the plant. And then you assemble your bundle. You get however many types of herbs that you want, and you layer them together, and you squish it all together, and then you wrap it with some twine. You don't want to try to wrap dry herbs because they will crumble and you will fail. And then you just let them dry in a cool, you hang them upside down in a cool, dark place for, you know, a good like month or two. And you don't want to make them too thick, because if they get too thick, then the middle will not dry out and it could rot. So you want to keep them fairly slender. And then you, after they're dry, you just burn them. And they smell so much better than any sage bundle you can buy from any store. I promise you, I have purchased sage from a lot of different sources, and no matter how much you pay for them or how little you pay for them or who you're getting them from, if they're not freshly dried and they've been sitting for a long time, when you burn it, it stinks. So I highly recommend growing your own herbs and doing it that way, because you get so much more for your money, and you get, I don't know, it's actually an act of shamanism to grow and tend your own plants and then use them for spiritual purposes. It is a form of shamanistic meditation, actually. So to have a closer connection to your plant and get the most out of the plant, it's best to dry the herbs, or grow the herbs, dry them, and do all that by yourself. You have a way closer connection to the spirit of the plant, because your energy goes into the growing process. So if you have plants in your home and you are just a negative person, or you're always sad, or you're always complaining, you never have anything nice to say, your plants will probably fail, because they pick up your energy. Whatever energy you put out, anything living in your home is going to react to that. Which is why I think some people are better with plants than others, because you know, some people just naturally, they hold a lot of negativity in themselves, and they really can't help it, and I understand that. But there are ways to cultivate your mind to where you don't think negatively. But anyway, so I'm going to show you got done. So this is the marjoram I've got. It actually smells a little bit like soap. And then I'll show you. So this is what I've been doing in here lately. I have been getting this room back to my studio, my, you know, my workspace, because I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to still sell and still get rid of. So I had to set up my altar back here. Of course, this was a sweetening spell I did on somebody. And then I'll show you these little things. This is kind of like my makeshift altar right now. I got a lot of my crystals that are usually stay in this shelf right here. They're right here on this plate. I got my little mini crystal spoons. You guys, I love these. Amazon, you guys, $10 for 5. I've got all of my feathers that I have found on walks, that I plan to make ritual smudge wands from. These are turkey feathers, I think. And then all of my herbs. I've got to go through a lot of them and see if they're any good, because you don't want to keep herbs for too long because they can go stale. So I've got to jar up all of this chamomile right here and this dianthus. And then over here, I wanted to show you guys something that I made. Where did I put it? These things. I've been making these right here. Hold on, let me get it to where you can see it. It is one of these crystal ball rainbow things. They're like a sun catcher, but it's an evil eye chakra one that I did. So it's pretty long. It's about as long as my forearm. A little longer. But yeah, it throws off rainbows. So I already sold a few of those. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I've got all of these. I've got this big canvas. I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to get rid of. And a lot of stuff that I want to make a lot of this craft stuff so I can sell it. I don't want to just like get rid of my craft stuff, because it's taken me a really long time to collect all of these craft things, like a good couple years. And I also found, you guys, look what I finally found. An antler. I finally found it in the woods that I usually walk in. I found it this last spring. I have yet to make anything of it, obviously, but I'll get there. What's today? On the 1st is Lunasa, so I am going to probably make some bread or make some type of pound cake or something. I had this spell from this box that I was doing. I had a spell but I needed vodka for an extract, and it just never happened. I never got to the liquor store to get some vodka. What was I going in there for? Oh yeah, I was going in here to get some bottles. So I need to get some more jars, really. I am running low on jars, you guys. So let me show you guys this real quick. I've got such a lot of really cool stuff that I just never show it. This thing is so cool. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this before, but I bought this from an antique store. It was quite expensive, but it's a photo album from the 1800s, and it's got this really cool clasp. It's like a really good, it's a really good book. It's the construction of it is really, really sturdy. And it's got like, see these? It's got these really old picture places. What I want to do with this actually is I want to take all of the, either take this out or convert it into some type of picture book of shadows, or like a apothecary book. Because I would like to be more organized with my gardening and like keeping track of everything that I do have. Now I do have a book with every time I get a new plant, I write it down in this book, and eventually I will go through and I'll fill the book up of magical properties of each of the plants and all that stuff. But I've yet to do that. That will be more of like an information guide, but I want to get into like keeping like photographic evidence of the plants that I grow. I think that'd be really cool because, like, gardens are such a personal thing, and I really enjoy all of my plants, and I really want to keep memory of them. What was I in here trying to grab? Oh yeah, marjoram. The marjoram. See, I had to take this out of my room. It's this tray that I kept in my fireplace, so that, I've got some sage. I've got some, this is a blend I made. This is henbit. Orange starflowers. I just got a lot of freaking herbs, you guys. Oh, there's my marjoram. And it's like causing me a lot of anxiety. When I have a lot of clutter around me for too long, I start to have a lot of anxiety, and I start to kind of feel stuck. Like I can't think straight, So I'm finally getting around to this. Actually, so Mark, he told me the other day that he had like a paranormal experience in his house, and I think it's all related to this Lionsgate portal that's opening up. It's moving into Leo season, obviously, and there is I can't remember exactly like the details of it, but I know it's this portal is opening up that is bringing a lot of unseen energy into this reality, and it's affecting a lot of people. And I think that's what it was. Someone trying to get his attention, because he said he was in the shower, and okay, so his house is really big. I don't know if I've ever shown you his house, but it's a really big house. And he's got a really old piano like in his foyer. Now from his bedroom, okay, he was in his bathroom with the door closed, in the shower with the water running. His bedroom door was closed, and then you walk through the kitchen, and then there is another swinging door, like a glass swinging door. And then you walk through a big dining room and then into the foyer. So it's a really far ways from his bedroom. And he said he heard the piano continuing to play like over and over and over and over again while he was in the shower, and it kept playing 3 notes, 3 notes. Well, on top of that, for the last like couple weeks, he keeps telling me that he keeps thinking that I'm coming to his house at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember that, 3 a.m. and knocking on his bedroom door from the outside, because he's got a couple. His bedroom, it used to be like a old, I guess, garage, and he converted it into a room. So there's a few doors that go into that bedroom. There's 2 from the outside and 1 from the inside. And usually when I used to go over there a lot, I would go over there in the middle of the night when I used to not be able to sleep and knock on the door, and then I'd go in there and sleep with him. Well, I haven't been over his house in a really long time, and especially since all this fighting we've been doing and all this stuff that's been going down between us, I've not even been interested in going to his house. Well, he keeps thinking I'm going over there at 3 a.m. knocking on his door, and nope. But I told him, I said, you might want to get some kind of protection going on, because that sounds like something that is really trying to fuck with you. And him and his son, who they usually get along pretty good, they've been fighting a lot lately. And I told him, I said, that's all connected. Like a ghost, especially if it's a negative entity, it will feed off negative energy. So it will make people in the house fight against each other. It'll make you sad. It will make you depressed. It will make you anxious. There's a lot of ways that spirits can affect you. And I know he's got some pretty intense ones in his house. I've sat with them before in the dark. So yeah. But I've been so I am able to connect with spirits. I can see them, I can hear them, I can smell them, I can sense them. And I know that my house is haunted. There is a couple spirits in here. Well, lately, ever since this Lion's Gate portal has opened up and these energies are all going crazy, I have been hearing, now this may sound insane to you guys, and I promise I'm not crazy like that. I'm not going crazy. I'm not hearing things like that. I literally, it's not that I audibly hear things. It's like I can hear somebody in my own head talking to me. Like they'll say, Jennifer, or hey, look over here. And it's usually right in between the time of when I'm going to sleep and like waking up, in that kind of in between weird time in the morning and at night. So I've been having hard time sleeping because of that, because it's freaking me out. Yeah, I usually don't hear things like that. Sometimes I do, but it's very rare. But here lately, I've been hearing it a lot, and it's kind of like, I've been doing a lot of protection spells and stuff like that to try to just, ward off anything that could be negative or have ill intent for me. So, yeah, you guys, this video is getting a little bit long, and I'm just kind of rambling. And I've got a couple more things to get into jars, and then I'll be all finished. But, of course, the harvest is coming soon, so I'm going to be cutting all of my plants back and hanging those. And so I'm going to have to, well, I've got jars in my kitchen, but I'm going to have to, they're like old food jars. So the best thing I like to do is take like old, or not old, but like decorative paper and decoupage on the lid so it doesn't look like a jar of pickles, But yeah, I am going to finish this up and do a couple more things and clean this table off and go through all my herbs. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are having a good time, and you're doing good wherever you're at. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at the Hallow Grove Apothecaries. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.